everyone, Poor Cynic here with Tablet Tyrant Reviews, and this is Letter Quest Grimm's Journey by Bacon Bandit Games. This is a word-making puzzle game with vague RPG elements. You are Grimm, or possibly Rose if you shell out $2.99 for the premium upgrade. A scythe-wielding ghost hunter uses the power of vocabulary to take down his quarry. You'll make words using a selection of 15 randomized letters. More complex words with rarer letters will do more damage. Unfortunately, the ghosts have more than enough tricks up their sleeve to make your task a problematic one. So let's go over some of the things here on screen before we jump into gameplay as per norm. Obviously, just going down the left side here, you can see there's a link to Game Center. There are options, very basic, adjust sound, adjusting all sorts of music and headphones and whatnot. You can delete your save, you just want to clear everything, you can restore purchases, pretty basic. Going down the right side, you have a link to Bacon Bandit, the people who made the game. There's Twitter, there's Facebook, and it's pretty basic, you know, link it to your social stuff. Then we can look at stats, and I want to talk about this because these are great stats. This is really, really in depth for a game like this. I honestly did not expect to see something like this. So it tracks your games, your time, the best words, the most vowels you use. And it's really something, it's really remarkable. Look at this, it's still going. It even tracks the number of letters you use. It's like, what's the letter I've used the least? It looks like Q. Well, that's hardly surprising. Used Z more than Q, it's a little surprising. But yeah, there you go. Really cool. I really like that. And it keeps track of the word totals as well. This is amazing. Just this. All these stats, it's great. I love it. Anyway, that's cool. Then you can look at achievements, you can look at other games, and let's actually get into playing the game, where I will not rave as much as I did about the stats. The stats are great, the rest of the game, well, that has its problems. Let's go over some things here on the top. Look at the quests. These are optional things you'd accomplish to get a reward of gems, which are the in-game currency. In this case, it's spelling 15 words that end with an S. You can use World 1 tiles. I'll get into those later. And using 250 letters. And then there's the store. And this is one of the big problems in this game, is there is a very heavy emphasis on in-app purchases. The emphasis is so heavy that most of the other game's problems are tied to the pushing of in-app purchases. You can see here, these are some of the things you can buy, just sort of upgrades for yourself, and they are expensive. It takes a long time to get this many gems. You have to grind, or you have to buy them. Like you buy the doubler, or you buy just gems, period. In this case, I can upgrade some of these things. Let's see here, health potions, armor. Armor might be good. You get your ass kicked really easily in this game. It's like those, you don't do a lot of damage to the ghosts, but they often do a lot of damage to you. So I think, yeah, I'm going to have to go with armor. And then there are books, which are sort of passives, as it were. In this case, receive 7 health for receive 7 health for every letter E used in a word. There's also defeated monsters drop more gems. That's very important when you're trying to actually get gems. Bonus time, but there's also things like more guesses at the treasure minigame and whatnot. You can also buy potions, which are extremely expensive, but allow you to boost your health or remove the bad tiles from the board. I'm going to buy just a potion because it's going to come in handy, I have no doubt. And then there are things like just special abilities. You can get that other hero so long as you purchase the $2.99 premium upgrade. You can get the other scythes. You can get the custom tiles and whatnot. Yeah, big ol' store. Obviously, you can get the premium, as I mentioned. Your moves adds. You get the new hero, 6 new weapons, 5 new tile sets, but it does not make getting gems any easier. For that, you have to get the doubler or grind like hell. Anyway, the number of stars you've completed in the game, number of the red stars, that's actually a reference to this final star here. You can see there's a blue star next to these yellow stars. If I click on 5 here, stage 5, that's the crystal star. Basically, it makes the monsters a whole lot tougher, and they have special conditions to defeat them. reward is 100 gems. That's nothing, man. Or 100 crystals. That's nothing. I'm not happy about that. Anyway, and then there's the gems again. So let's go into one of these levels. Let's actually try something. You know, we're at 5, so let's just try 5. See, there are 3. Actually counting the crystal, there are 4 different ways to play it. There's the basic way, which is just defeat the monsters. There's a time trial. You have to beat it in a certain amount of time. It's almost always extremely difficult, just because of the randomness part. You are bound to the random number generator gods, and it's a pain in the ass. There's the special challenges where it's things like you can't use certain letters, or the monsters all have a certain ability, or whatnot. Sorry if I sound a little quiet before. My microphone was slipping down, and that's why there was the break. For some reason my stand was not doing all it was supposed to. But anyway, let's just play through on one of these normal, typical levels. Defeat all monsters on level 5. Shouldn't be too difficult. Now we have the gameplay itself. And there's a lot of things here on the screen. There's your health bar. There's your score. There's your gems. Those are all along the top. The little recycling arrows in a circle thing that allows you to switch all the letters on the board that are not affected by a special tile. That costs a move and allows your opponent to hit you. The opponent, you can find a little about them just by tapping on them. It's their health and their damage, the amount of crystals they drop and whatnot. Then there's the letters themselves. There's your items down there. The question mark, that just tells you basically everything you need to know. You see, earn gems by defeating monsters, etc. It's very handy, and then you can pause the game. You can quit back to the back to the main screen and whatnot. We're just gonna resume. So, see here we have the letters. This is the meat of itself. We have bronze circle in some of these corners. We have a gold circle. You do not see it, but there's also a silver circle. That's referring to the rarity of the letter. Bronze is the most common, then silver, then gold. And more rare letters do more damage. So if we can find a word with X in it, we will be pretty good. But I don't care about that, so let's just... oh, thought there was going to be another E. Trying to make the word sledge. As in sledgehammer. Wanna be sledgehammer. Okay. So let's try... This is the... I like word games, but sometimes I'm not very good at them, and I'll just miss the obvious things. Something simple. Roads. Now you hit the scythe button. I whack him for 38 damage, and he whacks me for 17, so this shouldn't be a problem. I'll do some harder levels later on. Alright, now we got more letters. They're almost all silver, which is really cool. Actually, they're all silver. Wow. Alright then. I really could use more vowels. I have 2 O's and an E. Not great. So let's go with... darn, really... Now, what the heck? Let's just go with it. We get a silver, we get a bronze, we get a gold. We go for the trifecta. We get 33. Not great again. Did I dodge? I think, yeah, I dodged. Sometimes you get a rare chance to actually dodge. Very rare. You see here now the in the lower left corner, the little health vial is lit up, so I can use that and I can get my health back. So let's do something else. There's going to be a lot of cuts in this episode as I just sit here and stare at the screen going, what do I do? What do I do? Here's something I can do. Brooms. Can't do broomstick. Don't have enough. 52 damage. Now, one of these is a gem. Gems give you sort of... If you use a word with the gem in it, you get a special ability. Something like a shield or damage boost or what have you. So, let's see if I can make something with C. I believe I can. I can make scry. Bam. 49 damage. Now I have the little... lightning bolt bonus, which I believe is a damage bonus. Let's take a look, see. Yes, increased damage. Couldn't remember there for a second. Can be a lot to remember in this game, surprisingly. So we have another bonus there, the M. So let's go with Zoom. Zoom, zoom. Yes. Now I got a shield. Yes, the blue one created a temporary shield for me. Very nice. So let's go with wave. Another simple one. Not really showing off my knowledge of vocabulary here, but that's part of the problem. You are bound to just the luck of fate. And now we have plague tiles. Plague tiles don't do any damage to the enemy if you use them against him, and they will spread. There's also things like crack tiles, which just don't do any damage to the enemy and don't spread. Spike tiles do damage to you. Whirlwind tiles actually change every turn, and so on. Fortunately, they're only temporary. You can see there's a number in the corner here. It will last for 2 turns. So let's go with... Blag is not a word. Sorry, Brits. Let's see. Lean back. All right, you can see it's spreading, but it's only gonna last for 1 more turn, so I should be fine. This is gonna be a piece of cake, walk in the park type of thing. So let's go with brain. You pondering what I'm pondering? I'm pondering my victory. Yes, so now it's just this pile of gems. I can finish that off however I like. Taken. Bam. Nice little reward. Get 87 gems total. And get some more experience for the books. So let's pick a harder level, because that was a bit wimpy. Let's move on to level... Let's see some of these. 14, maybe. What's 16? That's even more, and it has a chest. Good chance I'll get my ass kicked on that one. That one, the little man with the sack, he's a vendor. You can buy stuff from him. Let's do that. Let's fight here. Surprising amount of waiting in this game. Let's see here. Crime. It's time for crime. 43 damage. And he did a lot. He did 62 damage to me. That's part of the other problem with this game. The enemies really start to level up very quickly the further you go on. There's a lot to go on to. This is just sort of scratching the surface. There are quite a few levels, lots of content. That's a plus, but not a plus is the scaling. And you will find yourself getting beaten quite handily often just because you can't do enough damage to stop them. In this case, the large gentleman with the hairy arms and the axe. I'm sure he's a friendly individual, even though he's trying to kill me. Let's go with a jape. A jolly jape. Bam. And again, another... Alright, now we have stone tiles. Trying to remember. It's been a while since I've seen tiles. I believe... Yeah, stone tiles cannot be used at all. So those are just frozen. They are completely inaccessible, which is a big problem because they're just sitting in my word tray like so much useless what have you. Sorry, I'm trying to do this trying to play the game talk and blah 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 brain farts. I'm really demonstrating my intelligence here. This is a good day for PC. Let's go with... Alright, just do draw. Oh good, and now I have plague tiles. That's there. No, that's not plague, that's acid. Poison. It damaged me for 5% of max health when used. That's real good. Sorry I'm having to check the help so much. Some of these I don't remember because it depends on where you go and they can show up infrequently. So let's go with... Don't want to use anything on the top row because I'll get hurt. And I'm already at half health, or a little bit below half health. Thok is not a word. Couth. Couth is a word. Though it helps if you put it in the right order. Bam. Alright. Still not doing good. Really could use that end so I can make wooden. but I would get hurt. Screw it. Alright, took some damage, but I beat him. Now, I can actually use some of the gems I've earned, the 33 gems. I can actually get myself a little bit of health back. And obviously the price then goes up, and I can get one of these bonuses. That allows me to steal health, that allows me to increase damage, and that gives me the shield. I think I'm going to need the steal health, and let's get a bit more health, because I am barely above half. That is not good at all. Alright, we have 2 gems. We still have the poison. This is not good for me. Let's go with Hive. Bam. Oh good, plague tiles. That's great. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Let's go with Grimm. Give us a smile. Alright, and now we are going to try... I want to do Poxy, but the frickin' plague tiles. Fat. Bastard. You ruined oh my god. Everything's gonna be plague. Or... well, that's great. That's just super. Glue. You frickin' bastard. Oh, I used 250 letters. That's great. Now I can use Poxy. Take that. Alright, it's gonna be close, but I have this in the bag. I'm gonna finish this up with a quill. That's not how you spell quill, dummy. Guess we're not gonna do that. I thought one of those eyes was an L because apparently I am blind. Let's go with... eras. Bam. And I got another bonus. So I'm actually going to get quite a few gems off of this, which is pretty nice. Now let's do quilt. To finish us off. Bam. Complete. It's a double completion. Now I have 15 six-letter words and 5 palindromes, like radar or pop. So I'm going to sum it up. I think I'm going to just sum it up there. Letterquest is a game I really want to like. There's plenty to like, but in my view, the positives are far away by the negatives. What could be a really fun game is dragged down by a grueling overemphasis on in-app purchases. Trying to make through without opening your wallet just puts you on the slow path of MMO-style grinding. Still, I suppose there's enough here for me to grudgingly say that Letterquest might be worth a look for anyone with a fondness for word games. Maybe it will appeal to you more than me. I've been Poor Cynic, ta-ta, and farewell.